Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Titostutor, your math pedagogue. In today's video, we're going to be talking about African Mathematics Olympiad preparation. These are past questions for junior secondary school category. Our first question for today is, Mr. Okeke sold a radio for 29,700 naira and made a profit of 10% on cost price. Calculate his profit. First, I need to find the cost price, after which I'll subtract it from the selling price. That way, I can get the profit. How do I get my cost price is the question. By writing algebraic equation. Remember, it's 10% on cost price. So if I find 10% of x, let the cost price be x. 10% of x added to x will give me the selling price. So it is 10% of x added to x will give me selling price, which is 29,700. Okay, so this is my algebraic equation. So I can solve for x. Let's go. 0 cancels 0. I'm left with 1 over 10. 1 multiplied by x will give me just x over 10 plus x is equal to 29,700. Now, this is two fractions adding each other. So I'm going to simplify them into a single fraction so I can equate it to 29,700 over 1. That way, I find my x, which is my cost price. Once I'm done, I'll subtract it from selling price and I'll get my profit. So let's do this. Okay, I'm going to find the LCM of 10 and 1. LCM of 10 and 1 is 10. LCM divided by denominator multiplied by numerator. That's x. 10 divided by 1 is 10. Multiplied by x is 10x. This is equal to 29,700 all over 1. So let's keep going. X plus 10x gives me 11x. 11x over 10 is equal to 29,700. Okay, so now I can cross multiply because two fractions are equating each other. 11x multiplied by 1 is still 11x. 29,700 multiplied by 10 is 297,000. Just add one more zero to this and you have multiplied by 10. I'm looking for x, which is my cost price. So I'm going to divide this side by 11 and divide this side by 11 as well. 11 cancels 11, x is on its own. 11 in 29 is 2 times, which is 22. Remainder 7. 11 in 77 is 7. 11 in the whole of the zeros are just the zeros. So the cost price of the radio is 27,000 naira, but the selling price, so profit, is equal to SP, selling price, minus CP, cost price. So I have 29,700, which is the selling price, minus 27,000, which is the cost price gives me the profit, which is just 2,700 naira, and I am done. So I just go to the option and look for 2,700, and my answer is C. Okay, our second question. This second question is angles between parallel lines. So we have line X is parallel to line Y, and we have a transversal line. So whenever you have transversal lines, you're looking for alternate angles and corresponding angles. You're also looking for vertically opposite angles. But in this case, it's corresponding because I can see F. So this angle and this angle are the same. That's what it means. So now that we have studied the diagram and we understand what to do, we read the question. If lines X and Y are parallel to each other, find the value of X. So since I know that 7x is equal to 5x plus 30, I have an equation. So all I need to do is solve for x. Okay, so I'm going to bring 5x to the other side. It becomes minus 5x, and 30 stays where it is. So 7x minus 5x is 2x, is equal to 30. I'm looking for x, so I divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. This 2 cancels this 2. X is left on its own, and x is equal to 30 divided by 2, which is 15. So I go to the option and look for 15. Here is 15 degrees, and B is my correct answer. Okay, so here is our question 3, and it says find the value of y if the mean and average mean the same thing of 2y, 7, 12, 4, and 9 is 8. That means the mean is 8 of these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So it means I'm going to add all these 5 numbers together, divide them by 5. It will be equal to the mean, because mean means the sum of all the numbers over n, the amount of numbers that are there, gives you your mean. So let's do that, guys. It's 2y plus 7 plus 12 plus 4 plus 9 all over 5 numbers is equal to 8. I'm going to make this a fraction so that when 2 fractions equate each other, we cross multiply. But these are all constants without a variable y. So I can add all these numbers together to then plus 2y over 5 will be equal to 8 over 1. So let's do that. 7 plus 12 plus 4 plus 9 is 32. So I have 2y plus 32 all over 5 is equal to 8 over 1. I cross multiply. 2y plus 32 multiplied by 1 is still 2y plus 32 is equal to 5 times 8 is 40. So I bring this 32 to the other side. It becomes minus 2y is equal to 40 minus 32. 40 minus 32 is 8. 2y. I'm looking for y, not 2y. So I'll divide by 2, divide by 2. Y is equal to 4. And it says find the value of y. So I look for the option here. Is the correct answer. If you're still watching till now, I want to say a big thank you to you for sticking by. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with anyone you think will need it, and turn on my notifications so you don't miss any math tip from me. Okay, so let's go to our fourth question for today. 3 brothers share a sum in the ratio 3:4:5. If the highest, 5 is the highest ratio, got 37,500 naira. How much did they share? Okay, so remember our ratio. You add up the ratios to get your denominator, then 5 over that multiply by what they shared give you this. So all you need to do is write the correct algebraic equation. Okay, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12. So total ratio equals 12. So all I need to do is write my correct algebraic equation, which is 5, the highest ratio, over total ratio, multiply by what they shared. I do not know what they shared, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to represent that with x is equal to the amount that the highest ratio got. Okay, so let's multiply. This is over 1. 5 times x is 5x. 12 times 1 is 12, is equal to 37,500. Okay, over 1. Okay, so now I can cross multiply because 2 fractions actually equate each other. Okay, so let's go. 5x times 1 is 5x, and here I have 37500 multiplied by 12 and over 5 over 5. This 5 cancels 5. I'm left with x. So let's calculate that. 37,500 times 12 gives you 450,000, and you're going to divide that by 5. So you go divide by 5, and x is equal to 90,000 naira, and you are done. So you come to the options and check which one is correct. C, option C is absolutely correct. Okay, this is our last question for this video, and it says the hour hand of a clock rotates through an angle of 1080 in how many hours? So it's asking us that how many hours does it take the hour hand to rotate through 1080 degrees. So the first thing I did was to draw the face of a clock. You know that the face of a clock is angle at a point, which sum up to 360. But the hour hand from 12 back to 12 is 12 times. So if I divide this by 12, it gives me 30. So each hour has 30 degrees. Each hour, 30 degrees, and so on. So each hour rotates and come back 30 degrees, 30 degrees. So if you divide 1080 degrees by 30, it gives you the amount of hours the hour hand will rotate through that degree. Okay, so this 0 cancels this 0. 3 here, 1. 3 here 3 times, remainder 1. 3 in 18 is 6. So it is 36. As easy as that. So I come to my option and find which one is 36, and it's A. Done. If you have learned something from this video, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to share with your friends, and turn on notification so you don't miss any math video from me. Thank you for watching.